Good morning. It's September the 8th. It's Friday. It's time for the Blue Hour Vicarious Schools video of the day. We have some birthdays to shout out today. Happy birthday today to Gavin. Also, happy birthday to Mrs. Weaver over there at St. Mary McCormick Catholic Academy. We hope everyone enjoys a great weekend. And we continue to pray for all of our hurricane victims and those to come as Hurricane Irma sets shore this weekend in Florida. So we hold them in our prayers. May God's graces be with them and safety as well. And now on to this day in history.
September 8th, 1900. America's deadliest natural disaster as a hurricane slams into Galveston, Texas. The storm kills an estimated 6,000 to 12,000 people, destroying much of the city. 1974. Just a month after taking office, President Gerald Ford pardons his predecessor, Richard Nixon. Ford says Americans need to move beyond the Watergate scandal that forced Nixon to resign.
It could go on and on and on, or someone must write the end to it. I have concluded that only I can do that.
1664. What's now the largest city in the United States changes hands. The Dutch surrender New Amsterdam to the British, who rename it New York. 1941. During World War II, Nazi Germany's forces begin a 900-day siege of Leningrad in what's then the Soviet Union. More than 500,000 of the people die, most of hunger, during the siege of the city now known as St. Petersburg, Russia. 1922.
We just climbed Mount Slippery. Mount Slippery. Boy, that's in the Banana Valley, you know. Were there any? Slipping and sliding, that's all we did.
Comedian Sid Caesar, an early TV star with Your Show of Shows, is born in Yonkers, New York. And 1966. Star Trek, the sci-fi TV series that spawned a media franchise that lasts to this day, premieres on NBC. Today in history, September 8th. Tim McGuire, The Associated Press.
This is Franciscan Media's Saint of the Day for September 8th. Today we celebrate the Nativity of the Blessed Virgin Mary. We know nothing of the circumstances of Mary's birth, but the Church holds the Blessed Mother in such high esteem that it has long celebrated her birth on this date, which comes exactly 9 months after the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. The so-called Gospel of James, dating from the 2nd century, reported that Anna and Joachim were the parents of Mary. Though the work has no historical value, it reflects the long-held devotion to Mary in both the Eastern and Western churches. We also remain unclear about where Mary was born. Ancient traditions suggest either Nazareth or Jerusalem. We can see every human birth as a call for new hope in the world. This is true in a magnificent way in Mary. If Jesus is the perfect expression of God's love, Mary is the foreshadowing of that love. If Jesus has brought the fullness of salvation, Mary is its dawning. Next to the birth of Jesus, Mary's birth offers the greatest possible happiness to the world. Each time we celebrate her birth, we can confidently hope for an increase of peace in our hearts and in the world at large. There's more about...
Our verse of the day is from the second book of Timothy. For God did not give us a spirit of cowardice, but rather a spirit of power and love and of self-discipline. And Bible trivia, yesterday's answer was leprosy. Today's trivia, just before Jesus was arrested, how many times did he go pray alone in the garden? And our knock-knock joke, knock-knock, who's there? Shelby. Shelby who? Shelby coming around the mountain when she comes. Everybody have a great weekend.